the highest in the whole world, particularly the girl child. What are your plans to reverse this trend? What targets are we looking for, and when likely we will start having reduction in out-of-school children?
Issue of education is immediate. Like I said, it's the most important investment a nation can do. The more educated your people are, the more better your economy. And there's a lot that comes with education. Today, let me give you an example. Nigeria is saying that they are now getting for diaspora remittances about $20 billion. And you have about 5-10 million Nigerians living abroad, which I've always said, if you get things working here, you double that remittances. But we have 20 million people that are not educated. When we talk about our school, some of them haven't even been to school at all. But surprisingly, they are more in the north. And what will shock you is that those people who say they're out of school actually have learned and crammed the entire Quran in their head. So I'll build school, I'll meet them at the point where they're learning Quran and teach them skill. Teach them other things they can do. They will learn Quran, they will be educated, especially with the skill set that we need today, or we can export. If you go around the world, whether it's in Dubai, whether it's in London, everywhere, you see Egyptians everywhere. You see Afghanistan, you see so many other countries. Today, Egypt gets more diaspora remittance, they are 100 million than Nigeria, because they've trained their people. People are now talking about hiring Filipinos in their house. Filipinos have a ministry devoted to training and exporting people for diaspora remittances. They get over 60 billion from it. So we need to, that's why our population is. We will tackle it head on.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We have just 4 more questions and we'll open it up to the audience. The next question relates to the issue of infrastructure, which you agree with me. Road, rail, and so many other, both physical and soft infrastructure. But of course, you know, for the private sector to do well, we need power. With regards to the issue of power, currently we have the GENCOs, we have the Transmission Company of Nigeria, and we have the DISCOs. However, total installed capacity is about still below 20,000. The one that is being weighed about 5,000. What will you do in the power sector to address this issue, to really empower and liberate the private sector to contribute significantly to the economy?
Well, the issue of power is one that you need to declare war on. First is that you said we have an installed capacity of about 12,500. And we're only able to transmit and distribute about 5,000. So aggressively, you deal with the issue of improving the transmission infrastructure and distribution infrastructure to be able to deal with what you have already. As you're doing this, simultaneously, you are supporting investment by putting proper regulatory and enabling environment and supporting those who are in that field today to ensure that there's more generation, more distribution. You have to deal with the issue of, again, ensuring that the way we are today with the issue of transmission is dismantled, where it can't just continue the way it is. You have to deal with the issue of supporting embedded, all forms, renewable, whatever anybody can do in power. South Africa is 60 million people, generating nearly 50,000, 60 million, generating about 50,000, and their president have declared emergency in power. I anybody can generate and distribute up to 100 megawatts. And we have 5,000. What we will declare is war. And say anybody can generate, do anything you can do. There's a lot of things you need to do. Those who are generating power today, one of their problems, you have to look at issue of gas. There must be a dedicated gas to power generation. You support it, whichever way it's going to work. You have to deal with issues where if you need hydro, if you need anything, there's so many people who are in this sector. It's a mix of so many things that you need to do. But you must do them, have the will to support it and ensure that people can see a measurable improvement as quickly as possible. But I assure that even in my manifesto, I said I'll deliver about 20,000, and I'm committed to it.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Last question from me before Dr. Muda will ask last.